Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Marquisha Renee, y'all. We're about to dive right into this video. I don't want to waste too much time because I feel like I've been talking too much in the beginning of my videos and not getting straight to the point. So in front of us, you guys, we have some chicken and some fries. We're about to do a little bit of a mini mukbang, you guys. I just got off of work and I have not eaten anything and I'm starving and I'm ready to dig in. But as you can see by the title of this video, y'all, I am kind of nervous. I'm trying to stop saying I'm stressed because I really am stressed, but I'm trying to get away from being stressed. So we're not gonna say that. We're just gonna say I'm nervous. I say I'm nervous, y'all, because I have been on the search for looking for somewhere to live, like a new home. Soon as my lease is up here, you guys, I am hoping to be able to get out of here into a bigger place because y'all know I live in a tiny apartment and I need more space for my children and I. The kids are getting bigger, they're getting older, and we just need more space. So I'm hoping that eventually I will be able to find something. And I say that, you guys, because it has been so hard trying to find a place. I'm about to take a couple bites, y'all, because I'm starving. I have been on the search for trying to find a new place, a bigger place, so that we could try to get out of here next year. I'm almost feeling like I'm stuck in my tiny apartment because y'all know how the cost of living is out here. Everything that I have searched for, 3-bedroom and up, is starting off $3,000, between $2,500 and $3,000, depending on what area you're living in. There are some areas that I refuse to move to because of just crime rate, location, distance, all of that. There's just certain things that I'm not willing to put up with and willing to put my kids through just based off of experience. I've lived in places where my car has been broken into multiple times every single night, every single day. I've had people living in my cars. I've had, homeless. And when I say living in my car, you guys, I literally mean that. Like, I've had homeless living in my car. They would leave cigarette butts behind. There would be cigarette holes in my seat. The handles of my doors would be broken off. The car would smell of all type of bodily fluids. Y'all, I done been through it. So there's places that I refuse to move to out here. They are the cheaper areas, but you're going to be dealing with a whole bunch of vandalism and just all type of stuff. I mean, I've been through it. So, there's just places that I refuse to move to. And I've been searching and trying to get, something set in stone early. And mind you, I do have like a few months before my lease is up, but I'm trying to start early so that I'll be ready, because I know how it is trying to move last minute. You'll end up not having a place to go and having to stay with somebody for a certain amount of time until your place gets ready, or not having anywhere to stay, staying in a hotel like I had to do prior to me moving here. So there's just so much that I'm trying to get done early before that time comes. And most of the places that I've looked into, they don't have availability right now, and they won't know several months out, or they won't know until the month that you have to move. So I've been trying to look for places that at least it says, this month we'll have an available unit. The ones that know which units are coming available depending on the month. I'm really, wondering how people are affording to live out here. And I don't think that they are. Well, I don't know what. I got some boneless chicken that's lemon pepper. I did not order this. Y'all, I don't know what this is. It's okay. I don't really like lemon pepper. I'm not a lemon pepper girl, but I don't know, y'all. This tastes like some fish, but chicken. When I think of lemon pepper and lemon, I'm always thinking of fish. But yeah, I don't know how people are affording to live in these 2 and 3 and 4 bedroom houses and apartments alone. Now, I understand if you have a spouse or if you have a roommate or whatever, I get how you're able to live in these places, but I don't get how people are doing this alone, especially like if you're a single mom or a single person with kids. I don't think it's possible to be able to afford these rents alone. Like for instance, for me, like y'all know, yes, I have a job. Yes, I'm working a good job, but the cost of living is outweighing all of that. Bills are outweighing all of that. I don't receive any type of assistance, so groceries are coming out of my pocket. Everything is coming out of my pocket. So I have to kind of live minimal in order to be okay. Now, me trying to upgrade from this tiny apartment to something bigger is risky, but I have to do it because my children and I need more space. I'm working. I'm not really, in a struggling situation like I was several months ago. So I will be able to maintain, but it's still a scary thing to think like, hey, if you move out this place, rent is going to jump 2 times. You know what I'm saying? So 2 times in what I'm paying. So I'm trying to look for places that are low income. Not low income, income based. I've reached out to a couple different places where they have a minimum amount that you have to be making in a year. So I'm waiting for them to get back to me. Hopefully that falls through, but every place that I've been looking into, I'll go online and it'll say, oh yeah, we have this unit available this day and month, or we have this unit becoming available soon. And then when I would inquire about it or try to go in and ask about it, they'd say, oh, this unit is no longer available. Y'all, it almost feels like when you're job searching, the job searching doesn't have anything to do with this video, but it reminds me of when I was trying to job search and I kept seeing all these job positions being open, and then as soon as you get the interview or try to get the job, they'll be like, oh, this position is no longer available or it's non-existent. That's how I'm feeling with this home searching thing. So it's really nerve-wracking, and it's making me kind of get anxious because I'm like, we're getting closer and closer to the time where my lease is up and I'm gonna need to be able to move. And I need to know for sure that I'm gonna have something at least in the next few months. So it's really a scary thing. And I really don't want to be in a position that I was just in over a year ago where I can't find a place. I'm scrounging around looking for a place. A lot of these apartments and homes want you to be making 3 times the rent. And if the rent's $3,000, they want you to be making almost $10,000 a month just to qualify for these rents. And it's like, who's making $10,000 a month? I know I'm not. If there's people out there making $10,000 a month, props to you, because I know I'm not. So it's hard, y'all. And I feel for anybody out there who's having a hard time finding a place, or who's having a hard time affording these rents, because it's out of line. We cannot afford this cost of living. Some of us, I won't speak for everybody, because I know there's going to be people who are in the comment section like, oh, I'm good, or don't put me in that. Yeah, good for you. But trying to afford a 2 and 3 and 4 bedroom apartment or house or whatever here, and I'm sure a lot of places, is nearly impossible. if you're somebody who has to carry all the weight, you know. So I am in the search of looking for another place, and worst case scenario, if I don't find anything, I'll be stuck here again. But I really want better for my children, and I'm just really trying to be the best parent I can be and do the right thing by providing them what they need. You know what I'm saying? So that's really all this is about. But I know there's a lot of people out there that can relate to what I'm saying. A lot of people will tell you, hey, move to a different state. The cost of moving is outrageous. Like, I was really like doing some numbers, because eventually I do want to get out of this state. I know it's not going to happen anytime soon, but you're going to make sure you need to have a job where you're, you know, where you're establishing yourself, or where you're going to move to. You're going to need to make sure you have money to travel to that state, money to pay for wherever you're moving into. If you have any cars or anything out here, get those transferred to where you're moving to. Like, all this stuff is gonna add up. And so I would love to move out of state, but it's just not realistic for me right now. But eventually, hopefully one day. As much as I travel to and from work and picking my kids up from school, taking them to school, the expense of that is crazy. And, you know, got car insurance and groceries and all these things. I know I spend a lot of money on groceries, y'all, and it's hitting me because, y'all, I used to receive you know, food stamps and EBT and all that. I don't qualify for those things anymore, y'all. So all this is coming straight from my pockets, and it is hurting. And I'm like sitting here like, wow, my kids are growing, they're eating more. The expenses is just growing and growing and growing. And, you know, all we can do is just put up with it. But, you know, I try to remain positive, and I try to keep myself uplifted and say, you know, this is only temporary. Hopefully, eventually, all of this gets figured out and under control. I'm always hearing people say it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. But I try not to think like that. You know, this cannot be a forever thing. There's too many families out here that are going through it. And, this isn't fair. All of us are doing the best we can. Some of us are working multiple jobs just to stay afloat. There are couples, married people, people who do have partners who are still having to work 2 and 3 jobs just to take care of their families because of how high everything is. And there are some people that walk around here acting like nothing is going on, and I think that that's so crazy. It's not fair that all of us have to go through this. So just pray, y'all. Stay prayed up. I'm praying that I will be able to find a bigger, affordable place for my kids and I. I know there are places out there. I just have to dig deep. I'm trying not to move way out somewhere. And that's what a lot of people are doing here in this state. They have to move way out south somewhere and then commute long distances for work. We're trying to figure it out. Every day I'm sitting up on my phone, emailing properties, trying to get approved for a place and trying to find a place to move in. But I have been having no luck for the past 2 months. I'm not gonna give up though. I'm gonna keep trying and keep pushing, y'all. And I want y'all to do the same. There may be people that come across this video and can feel my pain with trying to find a place or trying to get themselves into somewhere after, you know, living in a small place for so long, and you need to upgrade. We're gonna figure this out. We have to. I don't know why I feel like I'm feeling as a parent when I know that I'm doing the best that I can to make sure, you know, my kids have what they need. And I can't keep being hard on myself about it or blaming myself, because we can't control how this economy is. This is just how it is. So I'm not gonna give up on finding a place. I'm gonna keep trying. And you don't give up on trying to provide for your family. I did eat most of this chicken, y'all. The boneless chicken was alright. I just did not like that lemon flavor. Alright, y'all, so that's gonna do it for this video. I need to wash my hands. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into my videos. I want to thank you guys so much for showing up and showing out for me like y'all always do. I'm gonna catch y'all later on in the next video. I'm out. Peace.